It's 4 a.m. It's an unreasonable hour, but I need to talk to you because I was doing university research like any high school senior does, and I did it for like the 100th time now. And I just realized that it's actually not that big of a deal. Like all these people who are going to university, it's even like your dream university or like the university you probably want to get into. They're not like geniuses, unless you want to get into like, I don't know, Harvard or like MIT, like real top universities. Like I don't like the university that I want to get into. Honestly, it's like my country has like only two public universities, um, like a bunch of other private ones, and I guess for like I did some research on them. Obviously, I've done like a lot ish. I've checked them out, okay? I've checked them out. I've checked all the universities out and colleges and the private ones, the public ones, or whatever. And like, it's not that deep. Like, it's not that deep. You don't have to be a genius to get into them. Like, I just, like, for the longest time, I thought, I'm not gonna get in. I'm not gonna get in. Because, like, my confidence really dropped after getting rejected from my dream school. But then I realized my dream school was, I got so close to getting into my dream school. Like, so close. And like I'm gonna be like delusionally positive. I'm gonna think that the only reason I got rejected, like I know why. They did not think I was the right fit for the school, and that's okay. That doesn't mean that I wasn't good enough or anything. It just wasn't meant for me, and that's okay. But like I still like got a lot of opportunities and became a better person because of it, thanks to that school and all of those things. I'm really grateful for that. Of course, it dropped my confidence very much. Truth be told. And it's probably the reason why I felt like definitely I'm not gonna get in. And not only that, but like plus that, it didn't help. But in reality, I realized I've achieved so much that I never even give myself credit for. And I'm doing pretty well. Like I started like having this thing where like whatever I want, I want. Like I think that if I had, I would be happier. I just went into the mindset of like, okay, I have it already. Just like manifestation and stuff, yeah, I know, but like I just went back and I thought like, oh, what if I think this way? What if I'm like the thing that I want? I already have it. Because like, for example, let's say I wanted like my average for my school, my senior, whatever, to be like 18 and plus, right? It's not in reality. It's not. It's probably not gonna be. That's okay. I don't care. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Like I just realized that like so many things don't matter, especially in high school. But like when you're in high school, you think like everything's so serious and stuff, but nothing is actually that serious. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. You don't have to be a genius to go to university or get a bachelor. You just have to show up. That's like most of life, though. I feel like most of adult life, in order to succeed at whatever you want, is just showing up. Because most people wouldn't even bother showing up. you know like literally internships, freaking networking meetings, seminars, and non-profits, volunteering, just all of these things, like they could help build your portfolio and get you in whatever you want to get in life, whatever field you want to get in. Most people don't even show up. Most people don't even show up. Most people don't even bother to go. Most people. So you're just showing up every day. It's already a big advantage, which is kind of insane. It's not insane, but like, I don't know. It's because like, I don't know. It's like I guess in my head, like I thought the bar was way too high and I could not reach it. Like limiting beliefs and stuff. But really, that's not even true. That's not even true. And like for me, I've always been the type of girl like, oh, I've released limiting beliefs. That's a limiting belief. I'm not me, girl. But in reality, subconsciously, because with everything that happened, whatever I've been told and my experiences, I gained some limiting beliefs again. It's okay. But like, yeah, like there's no reason to hold yourself back in life. I feel like that's like the best thing about adult life is that you can actually do whatever you want. And I kind of like that. Like, like the fiction analogy, right? Like I posted a video about it. I posted like a reel someone else's reel who like did a lot of things, and they're like, oh, here's my victory, activist, astronaut, um I don't know what else she achieved, writer and stuff, her fig tree. And like one of my friends replied to that. She was like, yeah, but like most of us, me and you included, like if we think we want those things only because we romanticize it, but we don't actually want those things. And it's also like, I don't believe that. I was like, oh, okay. And I said, I don't know. I don't know, because like she was giving depression, and I was like, I'm not gonna tackle that right now. Because like I feel like she would just fight me. It's how I feel, you know. But like, yeah. Anyways, either way, like, I don't know. It's like I do want to. I like that I have a lot of fashions, and like I like how I actually like that I change my mind every month. How I want to become something different every week. I like that. Because, you know, like, I do want to be Barbie, maybe, you know, maybe that's like the thing. I want to be collecting diplomas. I'd be like little Miss Barbie, do everything. But like, because I'm in a European country, because I'm European, I have the right and I have access to free education. So like, when you have access to free education, you can actually study everything. Because like, there's like, the only limit is you now and time. And that's it. And that's it. Because like, money's out of the equation, thank God. Thank you, Europe. Obviously there still are private universities and colleges and stuff. Like, I was even considering one today. I was like, you know what, no, like, if I don't get into like, you know, one of those two schools or whatever, and I don't want to go to a foreign country, I can just go like to one of like this college, and that'll be fine, and it's actually like not expensive, because like, you know, you get like a scholarship and like financial, you know, like financial aid, and also the Europe kind of like gives you money. Yeah, we love Europe. But yeah, fun fact. So there's like the thing is like there's always a way to get what you want. You know, there are many ways to get what you want, to achieve whatever you want in this world. You know, I'm weirded out by it's the mirror. Okay, I was like weirded out by like on the last video. I was like, wait, that's not how this looks. And I'm like, that looks weird. I'm like, oh yeah, the mirror still looks weird. But either way, yeah, like I could totally do it. Like I could totally, like, I was like Maria, Skylar, Maria, you know, is there not like top universities in the world? It's just some random universities. It's not that big of a deal. People get into Harvard and like MIT and whatever, Oxford, Cambridge every day. Not every day, but still, like, you know, you're telling me that you don't believe you're gonna get into like a randomized university was like a higher acceptance rate than though they do. BFFR. I think it's more about getting, like, I feel like most of adulting is like getting real about what you want in life. Cause like, you know, me and my friend were talking about it, and she was like, my friend, she was a perfect student. She got straight A's like throughout her entire, almost throughout her entire K-12 education, let's say, you know. But like, she did not do her A levels, whatever, blah blah blah. That's her stuff, personal stuff. That doesn't matter, but also does matter to history actually. And like, I was talking to her about university and stuff, and I realized that, yeah, I brought this thing up how like me and her, we were those kids who like wanted good grades, right? Who like cried sometimes over grades, you know, who tried hard in school, and then I told her like, wow, we're like one of those kids who did that, ended up here in our position right now where we don't know ourselves because we were so like, we were in the freaking hamster wheel for so long that we forgot to actually do everything else and to figure out our own stuff out and figure out what we want in life and what we like. And now we're 18 and we don't know what we want from life. And like, obviously most 18-year-olds don't know, but some do, and some do because they've done that inner work, because like they weren't like busy trying to be perfect, they were busy being themselves. And like, I love that for like teenagers, you know. And I love how, you know, those teenagers are like, don't get perfect grades, they're who didn't get perfect grades, I say, like those are the ones who like maybe were happier, maybe they thought they disappointed people, but in reality they didn't. Even I did not get like an 18 average, whatever, but like I'm acting as if I did, because like literally it doesn't change anything. I'm not acting as if I did, it's like it doesn't change anything, because even if I did, even if I cried and like made myself sick and I started study 24/7 and made my life miserable to get like that 118 above average, I would have like literally gotten nothing out of it. Literally gotten nothing. Nothing. Nada. Nada. Because I would have still not applied to any like foreign university. Let's be honest. I wouldn't have applied to Harvard either way. Harvard, like MIT or any like top university in the world, or Cambridge or Oxford. I wouldn't have. Because so many reasons. Because first of all, why would I do that? I'm European. I have access to education. Why would I go in debt for that? And second of all, like yeah, I don't think I would have still. I think I would have still thought I wasn't good enough. Cause like I like in that position of my friend, right? In my I'm like, oh, if I had like a straight perfect grades, full marks on the last 4 years, maybe I would have applied to like an Ivy League in the U.S. But like my friend has that, and like she's still not gonna do that. She doesn't want that. And like even if she like, because there's so many downsides. I know a girl who goes to, like, I know some people that did that, but they also got like a scholarship as well. I love my friend, but I feel like she would need like more of she would need like a bit more extracurriculars, some stuff. Because for me, like I have like a bunch of extracurriculars and a bunch of events, a bunch of certificates and workers and blah blah blah. But my grades aren't perfect. But even if my grades aren't perfect, and even if I wanted to, I could. But I just don't want that for now. I think that's stupid. I can go to Harvard or MIT or whatever at any point in my life if I really want to. Like the Disney star. I love her. The Bridget girl. Yes. Um, but yeah, I feel like Ivy Leagues should be like for masters or PhDs or something, but like later on, like a bachelor and like an Ivy League is like, it depends. Like I guess if you're American, then sure, but if you're not, then like I don't see the point. Especially if you're European. I would say we could be a waste of money, like a lot of money too. But depends on you and like everyone's like financial situation and personal journey and stuff, whatever. But that's just me, you know. Like I'm just saying that because like for the longest time I actually told my friend like, oh, I'm not gonna pass this year, a competition, because like for me, I guess like I don't, like I said, I have a video where like I said that I don't like competition. And like yeah, it's true, I don't like competition. I feel like that's like the way that I deal with competition is just like ignoring it or avoiding it, or like maybe I don't even try, because then like if I tried and I would get and I failed, it would like suck more, like, oh, I gave it my all and it still wasn't good enough, I would cry. But if I'm not giving my all and I'm doing like the you know almost just bare minimum, then I'm like, oh well, I wasn't giving it my all, so I'm not that sad if I failed, but that's not the right mindset. I'm aware that's probably not what's being playing in my subconscious, and I'm sure I'm not alone. I'm not alone. They've all been there at some point, or will be. But because it's because like I don't know what I want. I think I do, but I want a lot of things, and I gotta say like because like we as kids, we were trying to get like we're so used to like being told what to do and how to act, and all of those things, that when we are finally at that age where like we get to actually choose what we want to do, we're like confused. We're like weirded out. No, like we're like, I don't know. I can't remember. My friend like she told me like, oh, what's the right degree? She was doing research on what's the right degree. But like that's the thing. There's no right degree. There's right for you. But we're not used to that. We're not used to that because of our education system. We're not used to, oh, right thing for you. We're just used to like black and white, right and wrong. But life is never like that. Life is never black and white, right and wrong. Life is just life, and we always just attach labels to it to make sense of it, because that's what humans do. You try to make sense of things that don't go into madness. It's really why they made up stories about, different events, like even how, even like, what's the word? Like had the moon and the sun and like the four seasons, they made up stories to like make some sense. To make sense of their lives. Yeah. I guess like, and like me and my friend were thinking about it, it's like, so my friend doesn't know where she wants to go or what she wants to study. I'm like, where? Okay, fine, but what you want to study is more important. And I'm like, like that's the thing I've been saying. It's like, even if I did a gap year, I wouldn't mind at all, because I feel like I would at least have my mind in the right place. Because like I don't know, it's like imagine I'm still going to like university in September, but maybe I'll be proven wrong, because my friend told me like I made like a list of like what I would pass, you know. I'm like, oh, if I pass like more of these 10 options, I'll be happy. And she's like, Maria, of course you will. And like for the longest time I doubted myself, but I realized that like other people are not geniuses. Like I literally like I remember once I was with this other math teacher and I had like some math homework and I was struggling a bit. I was like, can you help me? And he's like, okay, why don't you like, like ask questions in class or whatever. I'm like, oh, for now, so my class is genius. And I don't know. And he's like, they're not geniuses, Maria. And I'm like, I realized later on that she was right. Like, all the kids were also struggling. But in my mind, I thought they weren't. I thought that I was the one who was struggling. It's math. But even if it wasn't, that's okay. But well, also because like they used to go to like private lessons and like yeah, and like while I was like learning something for the first time, those kids like already like learned that thing a week ago. So like it was obvious for me to like be struggling and to feel like I was behind. But yeah, it's okay. But like yeah, and like even the kids that I think that like are like geniuses or like smarter than me or whatever, they're not. No one is. Like I know how that sounds, and I'm not saying like, oh, first of all, like look, obviously like I don't like describing smartness, intelligence, and like genius and things. Those things are not even real. Like everything is just a skill. Everything is just knowledge. Like literally, like everything. I think of everything as a skill. And like literally a scale. Like you're in a video game, and the amount you study and you absorb knowledge, not just absorbing knowledge. It's like you have a bar. It's just like if you perfect the scale in like a unit, let's say. And if my bar is here because I haven't absorbed enough knowledge, it's there. It's fine. It doesn't mean that I'm stupid. It just means that I haven't absorbed all of the knowledge, and that's okay. And then it makes sense. Like because like as I said, like I don't study as much as these kids do. And honestly, like I feel like I'm like I absorb. I'm better at grasping I absorb concepts and absorb knowledge faster most of the time. Mm, Faster than average, I would say. I mean, I did like other tests and stuff, and like they all said that I was actually like I scored like I was better than average on math and English and whatever else. And I remember because like my own like school counselor was like, I was just weirded out a bit how like, especially with math, because I feel like I'm like in the top 81 or something like that percent. I don't know. It's just like, wait, like your grades and like this is there like a difference or whatever? But like whatever, it doesn't matter. It's just self-doubt and anxiety that got me down. And I think that's literally what happens to most kids, and especially in their teenage years. And like even when I wasn't feeling this way, I don't feel that way right now, but like I felt when I wasn't feeling this, when I wasn't, you know what I mean. I would think about all the other kids who have felt that way and how like they're literally ruining their futures because they simply don't believe in themselves. I remember last year my history teacher told me how like she was teaching another class in another like branch, and the branch that like not good students go, whatever bullshit. Um, excuse my language. I'm sorry. I stopped. But you know, she said, like, this student of hers, she said that, you know, she asked about university. She's like, oh, I'm not gonna go to university. I'm not smart enough. I'm just gonna go and become a cashier. And like, I remember, and like, my yesterday, she was like, she's like young. She has all the potential in the world. She's in school. Like, she just gave up already because people have told her, teachers have told her, other students have told her, parents have told her that she isn't good enough, she isn't smart enough, she can't do anything, she cannot do anything else, that she's not able, that she's not capable, that she lacks, she's not smart enough, not like anything, you know. And like, she believed that to be true, and it becomes like a self-fulfilling prophecy, obviously. I remember I watched like a video of this girl who's in a car, and she has like a mic, and she talks about random stuff, and she yaps about life. And she, like, I feel like her recent video was about self-fulfilling prophecies and stuff like that. But like, yeah, it's true. Like, yeah, like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, all of the achievements that you see in the world, they're not that big of a deal. They're just like days in your life. I don't know if that makes sense when I say like days in your life. Like, they're just small parts of your life, is what I mean. And like, obviously, every single day of your life is your life, and we don't really think about it that way. We don't live life to the fullest. We live life waiting for something to happen, for you know, when we meet the right person, when we go to the Ivy League, when we finish high school, when we finish middle school, when we get our partner, when we find the perfect friends, when we get our perfect body, when we look perfect, when this, when that, when, instead of living now. But most importantly, it's what I've always said. You're fully capable. The people have done it before you, they're gonna be after you. Why not you now? And like, somewhere along the way, I stopped believing that. You know, I stopped believing that because like, I wanted to get into writing school. Other people have done it. People will do it, but it wasn't me. And that's okay. But that, like, sad thing, you know, whatever. It happened. Moving on. That wasn't even in the real world. It was in like the teenage world. I don't think those two worlds don't always collide. You know, I mean, my life could have turned out many different ways. That's for sure. And like, most of the things that would have like determined my life would have been all random and are still random. Like, literally, like, even my team school, I found it through TikTok. What if I never downloaded TikTok? What if I scrolled on that TikTok video that like started all of that journey? I could have just scrolled. But I didn't. And because of that, I met so many incredible people. I've met like my greatest friends I've ever had. I became a different person. And all those things wouldn't have happened. The butterfly effect is crazy. But you know, like last night, I was, I was thinking about like exams are coming up, Maria. Oh my god, in like next week I have my exams and I haven't like studied that much or blah blah, you know. And like, I wasn't like anxious for the first time, as you know we would expect me to be. I was like, I trust that no matter what happens, I'm gonna be okay. And I just want to sleep. And that's so true. Because in reality, whatever happens, I am gonna be okay. And it doesn't matter that much. It actually doesn't matter that much. Because like, we're one, like, I'm 1% of 8 billion now. And it doesn't matter if I'm not perfect. Because like, most people on earth aren't perfect. Honestly, most kids don't even have like, most people on earth didn't even get to like finish high school, get like a high school diploma. And what, I'm gonna feel bad or whatever because I didn't get full marks and everything. My goal was never to get full marks and everything. Honestly, I did have a small, I had some goal, but like I wasn't that serious about it. I don't think it even matters in the real world. Grades aren't even part of the real world. Because my friend were talking about it like a couple of days ago, and like even grades, like literally like all you get for getting like full marks is like what, like a scholarship for only 1 year at university, and it's not even like a full ride scholarship. It's like a private university or college, and it's not even like a full ride. It's only for a year, 1 year. Like literally, yeah. I'm not regrets. No regrets. But yeah, you're fully capable. What are you gushing about? Like we've talked about this before. The kids, like literally, you're insane. It's just a skill. It's like literally, and like a thing that I don't understand. What exams? If everyone fail, like it's like at GCSEs or whatever. Like if I go and like I write like a 12, but everyone gets like a 4, then my 12 becomes 20. Let's say, but like, and like that's what some people like pay on like other students' downfall because of that. I think that's stupid. Cause like literally, like think about it. Like if you just know your stuff and you go and you write like a good mark, why on earth does it matter what everyone else wrote? How well they did? I don't care. That was my entire mentality the whole year. I do not care. I'm just gonna go do well, do what I know, and that's it. I'm not gonna play on someone else's downfall unless they suck. No, I'm not. Even if they suck, I will not let it. I for one guy, I remember I was like, I hope that guy does not get it, doesn't accomplish his dream. I know. Criminal. But I actually don't care. I don't care. I wish him the best actually. Whatever makes him happy. Because he was actually mean. He was mean to me. So like, I hope you don't pass. But it doesn't matter. Even if he passes, if he doesn't, I don't care. He doesn't even exist to me anymore. Out of sight, out of mind. But yeah, is your reminder that you're fully capable. Like it's not that deep. Like literally, like what are you even dreaming about? Because I watched like some videos of like students going, and I'm like, that's it. This is like regular people doing regular things. Because they are. Because they are. It's not that deep. Most of life is just perseverance. It's not perfection, it's perseverance. It's consistency. That's all it is. Now I'm dead tired. It's like, oh my god, it's 5 a.m. I'm beating my own records. I'm so... Other people go to sleep at 5 a.m. I go to sleep at 5 a.m. What is wrong with me? Yeah. That's it. Goodbye.